Hi, my name is Emma, and some people used to call me a spoiled brat. At the time, I didn't have the faintest idea why. I just thought they were jealous and rude. Sure, my dad was the biggest business tycoon in the city, my mother was a socialite, and I just happened to go on shopping sprees every weekend, exclusive parties on private jets, and have maids, servants, a stylist, and a chef. Daddy, I want a pink Porsche with silver sparkles. I can't drive a blue Porsche. It'll clash with my nails. Take it back, now. We're so sorry, honey. We'll fix it right away. Jeez, was I that bad? I was worse than a spoiled brat. I was a nightmare. What are you talking about? I'm not spoiled at all. Who are you anyway? Ugh, it doesn't matter. Security, take this trash away. Hi, don't listen to that crazy person. Do you see her clothes and those shoes? Such a disaster. If you want to know the truth, I'm actually very sweet and kind and all that sappy stuff. Plus, I've got 1 million followers on Insta and TikTok that love me. Every year, I take myself on vacation with my own money. Well, technically it's my parents' money, but who cares? What's theirs is mine, and what's mine, well, that's obviously mine. Anyway, my life was fabulous, like me, but then it fell to pieces. But before I continue, please like and subscribe. It happened during spring break. Every year, I'd go to a new and exciting place to vacation with my friends, and this time, we were heading for Norway, and I couldn't be more excited. Of course, I took my private jet. Sitting next to other people for hours on end would never work. I needed space and privacy to do yoga, try on all my new clothes, lie in my tanning bed, and take a nap. Okay, fine. I admit it, I snore sometimes. Please don't tell anyone. It's so embarrassing. By the time I reached Norway, it was past noon. I'd rented out a private villa for me and my friends who were going to meet me there. I planned to arrive fashionably late, as usual. I put on my sunglasses and headed out of the airport, but as I was walking, I noticed these scary guys following me. I got a little nervous, so I ran outside and saw this amazing Maserati with dark tinted windows parked at the curb. It was the most expensive car around, and it must have been for me. So I hopped inside. A cute boy, a few years older than me, sat in the driver's seat. He stared at me like he was totally confused.
Where's your father?
Who knows? The boy started to panic. Calm down. Forget about my father. You work for me. Let's get going. The boy glanced out the window, then sped off at top speed. He said his name was Grayson. I told him I'd call him Gray because I didn't have time to waste on him and his extra syllables. I posted a bunch of cool selfies, and I must have dozed off because the next thing I knew, the car was swerving and I was jerked out of a lovely dream where I was being crowned Miss Universe. What's going on?
It's a snowstorm. There's ice all over the road. I can hardly see a thing.
Then stop the car.
We can't stop the car. They're after us.
Who's after us?
Your uncle's men.
Gray pointed behind us. 3 SUVs were hot on her tail. But I don't have an uncle. Gray gave me the strangest look, then pulled a photo out of his pocket of a girl that looked just like me.
Hold on. You're Stephanie Spaghetti, right?
No, what kind of name is that? I'm Emma Stringbean.
Hi, I'm MSA lawyer. Sorry about this stupid tie. It's ugly, and I didn't have a choice. And the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Oops, I forgot to mention my name. Sorry. Now can you please leave? You're standing in my spotlight. What a stupid tie.
Yeah, right? I was like, guys, give me a blue one. It suits my eyes better. But the owner was like, no, our icon is purple, so your tie should also be...
Why would anyone hire someone like him? Anyway, back to my story. When Gray realized that I wasn't this spaghetti girl, he turned really pale. Then one of the SUVs pulled up beside us.
Stop the car, now!
Leave us alone, or I'm telling my dad. The scary man smirked, then rammed our car really hard. Gray drove faster, trying to get away, but our tires slid on some ice, and Gray lost control. The car smashed through a railing, ran off the road, down a slope, and straight for a tree. Gray jerked the wheel, and we missed the tree by an inch, and the car rolled into a ditch. Gray pulled me out of the car and held me in his arms. He was so handsome and strong that my heart skipped a beat.
Are you hurt?
I didn't have any broken bones or bruises. I think I'm fine. Gray put me down, and my shoes got all wet. I started screaming like a maniac.
What's wrong?
My shoes! They're ruined! Gray glared at me.
Forget about your stupid shoes. It's dangerous out here. Those guys are still after us, and when it gets dark, we'll have to worry about wolves or worse. I know these woods, and there's a cabin that's not too far from here. We can lay low there for the night, and then I can contact my associate to pick us up.
I'm not going anywhere with you. You're not even my driver. You kidnapped me.
I didn't kidnap you. You jumped into my car.
Tomato tamale.
That's not how that saying goes.
Whatever. This is all your fault. Who are you anyway? Are you some kind of criminal? Are you a crazy psycho?
I'm a driver for the spaghettis, but we don't have time to argue. We need to get to that cabin. It's a hike, but if we hurry, we can get there before the sun sets. Follow me.
Gray headed into the forest, but I just couldn't move.
What are you waiting for?
Do I look like I'm dressed for a hike? I'm wearing Versace.
Are you kidding? You're worried about your dumb clothes?
Do you know how much this outfit costs?
Suit yourself. I'm out of here.
Gray walked away. I couldn't believe he was being so inconsiderate. You're fired.
I don't work for you.
I pulled out my cell phone to try to call my dad, but I couldn't get any reception. So I tried to get to higher ground. I walked past a creek and a clearing of trees, but my stupid phone still didn't work. Then I heard a wolf howl in the distance. I was so scared, I didn't know what to do. Come on, Emma. Don't be afraid. You're a girl boss, a tough chick. Nothing can hurt you. I took a deep breath to calm myself down, and then I heard footsteps coming toward me. A half-man, half-wolf appeared in the shadows and whispered my name in this creepy, deep voice.
Emma.
I screamed, threw my phone at the monster's head, and ran as fast as I could. But I tripped on a log and fell. I rolled over, covered my face, and pleaded for my life. Please don't eat me. There's not much meat on my bones. There's a boy around here somewhere, and he's got lots of muscles. He'd be a better meal than me, I swear. Gray stepped out of the shadows. He had a big bruise on his head.
Are you crazy? You almost took my eye out with your cell phone.
I thought you were a wolf man, and you were gonna eat me or turn me into your wolf girlfriend, and then I'd have to eat rabbits and squirrels. I can't be a wolf girl. I get hair all over my body and even my face. My face is too cute to be covered in hair. Gray helped me to my feet and told me we were going to the cabin. Why did you come back for me?
You'd freeze out here by yourself, and I guess I felt kind of guilty about leaving you behind.
Aw, that's sweet. Do you have a crush on me, Gray?
No.
Why not? I'm gorgeous, smart, and my family has lots of money. Are you playing hard to get?
Sorry, I'm not into rich girls.
Well, I'm not into broody boys with bad attitudes and stupid muscles and handsome faces and…
Right.
Gray and I walked for over an hour in the freezing cold. We reached the cabin just as the sun set, and it was the worst. It was dusty and smelled like a bus full of farts.
We should start a fire. There's some firewood out back.
I sat on the couch and wrapped myself in a tattered old blanket.
A little help, please?
No thanks, I'm fine here. And while you're out, could you find something to help with the smell? Gray rolled his eyes and left. He came back 5 minutes later with a handful of wood. He started a fire, but I was still pretty cold.
You're shivering.
I'm fine. Gray sat next to me and put his arm around my shoulders.
Our body heat should warm us up.
I smiled. I knew he couldn't resist my spectacular beauty and charm.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You're confusing. First, you're mean to me, and now you're nice.
I'm sorry about earlier. I've got a lot on my mind. And what?
Admit it, you have a crush on me. Gray tossed me a blanket and walked over to the window.
I'll keep watch. Those guys might still be after us. Try to get some sleep.
I tried to sleep, but my stomach wouldn't stop making weird noises. So I went to the kitchen and sat at the table.
What are you doing now?
It's time for dinner. Can you please make me something to eat?
I'm not your chef.
Well, I can't cook and we can't order in. What do you want me to do, starve to death? Ray pulled out 2 crusty cans of beans out of the cupboard and plopped one down in front of me. You're kidding. I am not gonna eat that.
It's either that or an air sandwich.
I pouted and crossed my arms as Gray ate his beans in front of me. Gray finished his food and checked his cell phone. He still couldn't get any reception. He searched the drawers and found a walkie-talkie.
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
My stomach started gurgling really loud. I was so hungry I couldn't take it anymore. The beans were so disgusting I almost gagged. But I forced myself to take a couple of bites. Then, the most amazing thing happened. A couple of headlights shined through the window. Hey, look! We're being rescued! Oh, thank goodness your friend came early. I ran to the door.
Emma, wait!
I was so excited. I ran outside and started waving my hands in the air like a madwoman. We're here! Save us! An SUV pulled up to the cabin, and the scary men from the airport stepped out. Why do your friends look like the scary men that ran us off the road?
Those aren't my friends.
Gray grabbed me, pulled me into the cabin, then slammed the door. Didn't you call them on that silly gadget?
You mean the walkie-talkie?
Whatever.
It's broken.
One of the scary men pounded on the door. The other smashed a window with a rock. Gray shoved me into a closet.
Stay here and don't make a sound.
Gray tossed a couple of blankets on my head and closed the closet door. I peeked through a crack in the wood and watched as 3 huge, scary men charged at Gray. Gray grabbed a chair and smashed it over a big guy's head. He punched another guy in the nose and shoved him into the coffee table. Another guy crept up behind Gray, grabbed him from behind, and pinned him to the ground.
Where's the girl? Let her go. She doesn't matter. She's not even a spaghetti. That little witch saw our faces. Both of you have to go.
Gray was a goner. I had to do something. I couldn't just sit back and watch. I burst through the door, growling like a wolf. The Batman turned to me and laughed. Then he punched Gray in the stomach, tossed him to the side, and started running toward me. I ran into the kitchen, grabbed my half-eaten can of beans, and threw it in his face. The beans got into his eyes, and while he was distracted, I grabbed a huge pot and whacked him over the head. The big man dropped to the ground. I pulled the keys out of his pocket and rushed back to Gray. Come on, we've got to go! I helped Gray to his feet, and we ran to the SUV. I started the engine, entered the address for my private villa into the navigation system, and then we sped off. A few minutes later, we were on a highway. Did you see me back there? I was amazing!
You were all right.
I saved your butt.
Okay, fine. I owe you one.
Really? You could rub my feet, or maybe give me a massage? Just then, an SUV jumped onto the road and rammed us from behind.
They're still after us.
How?
They must have put a tracker on the SUV.
What do I do?
Keep driving.
I clutched the wheel and pressed my foot hard on the gas. Then suddenly, my phone started beeping. I reached into my pocket to check it. It was my best friend, Tracy.
Hey girl, where are you? We've been waiting for you for hours. Who's that cute guy?
Oh, that's Gray. He's my driver. I think he's got a crush on me.
Emma, keep your eyes on the road.
Sorry, girl, gotta go. Bye. Gray snatched the phone out of my hands and called 911. The SUV was gaining on us. Then 2 more hopped on the road beside us. Gray grabbed the wheel and started swerving the car like a lunatic. I saw a road sign up ahead. The villa's that way. Gray turned the wheel hard. The SUVs were still hot on our tail.
Faster.
I'm trying! We raced onto the off-ramp. Then I looked up and saw the craziest thing. There were half a dozen police cars in front of us and a row of spikes in the middle of the road.
Stop the car.
I slammed my foot on the brakes. The spikes pierced our tires, and we skidded to a stop. The SUVs behind us did the same. The police dragged the scary men out of the SUV and arrested them. Then one of the officers walked up to Gray.
Agent Grayson, we're so glad you're safe. What happened to the spaghettis? We intercepted them at the airport and took them into the witness protection program. They're safe because of you.
I was shocked. Wait, I thought you were just a driver.
I work for the FBI. I've been undercover on the spaghetti case for years.
My heart skipped a beat. Gray was a real-life hero. And somehow, he was even cuter than before. The next morning, Gray and I were all over the news. The scary men that chased us spilled the beans about their boss, Stephanie Spaghetti's uncle, and all his criminal activity, which led to dozens of arrests. My parents were so happy I was safe that they invited Gray to dinner. Afterward, I walked him to his car. You know, Gray, you still owe me for saving your life.
What do you want? Your parents are rich enough to buy you anything on the planet.
I was thinking about something that my parents' money can't buy.
What's that?
A date with you? What do you say?
I think that can be arranged.